of course, the chairman has the pleasure of choosing the secretary. So that in mind, we only take one nomination at a time. It's been our procedure recent years. So we'll be asking for this time, board members, anyone will have a nomination for chairman.
Mr. Pye, I have a nomination for chairman.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pye, before we begin that, I would like to do a point of privilege, if I could, if you don't mind. I would like to just say something to the district family, which includes my past board members that I've worked with and my present board members that I work with, along with administrative staff and all of the district office family. I have worked very hard in the last 3 years to do what I felt was the right thing, what I felt that I was elected as board chair to do, and I have done my very best, sometimes even putting family at second. But I've done the best that I could, and when there were things left, I feel that I would have liked to have completed or would like to have done, am not able to do those things because obviously for reasons that will follow, but you will see that everything that I did, my heart was in everything that I did, and that I did it for the betterment of this district and this district only. And I just appreciate the opportunity, and I appreciate all the help, because as I have said from day one, I knew nothing about being board chair, and without the people that I've surrounded myself with, which is everyone in this audience and people who are not here, they are what made me as successful as I was, or as I feel that I was for board during my interim as board chair. So, but I do appreciate all the help and all the support and all the love, because I've had lots of that from this family, because I do believe that we are a district family, and hopefully those same things will continue with the next chairman that's up and coming. So thank y'all very much. I appreciate everything.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Mitchum, I believe you had.
Yes, Mr. Pye, I would like to nominate Lisa Tupper as board chair.
Mitchum has nominated Lisa Tupper as chairman. Mr. Clark is second to that. All those in any discussion first? Any discussion?
Mr. Pye, I do.
Yes, ma'am.
When I came on this board, when I started campaigning 10 years ago, my stance then has been, is today, and will always be integrity and transparency. We will no longer be called Team Dorchester after tonight. In the last few weeks, a conspiracy has been going on, started by Mr. Farnsworth, to have Ms. Tupper nominated. And this is no reflection of Ms. Tupper whatsoever, please understand that. I'd like to read to you a comment that I wrote, and it kind of says a lot. It saddens me to know that we can no longer be considered Team Dorchester. A team works together for the betterment of the group involved to achieve the best results for all concerned. It takes time to build a good team, but some feel that they know it all in a short period of time, not listening to learn. I realize I have faults, as do we all, but I am upfront and open with a fair mind, no sneaking around to connive against my fellow board members. I understand the election on Monday has already been decided, with Lisa as the new chair. This is not the kind of teamwork I feel is in the best and fair interest of others. A school board is not to be about political corruptness, with backroom meetings to make decisions which should be decided by the entire board. This is by no means a reflection on Lisa's ability to be a chair, but on the way it has been handled. No respect for other board members or input was considered. I will struggle to have any trust in any of my fellow board members as we move forward. The South Carolina Ethics Commission, I'm sure, would smile down on such shenanigans as this, and I can imagine what the press is going to have to say in the morning. I will stand for integrity I will stand for transparency. Everybody knows by now how big my mouth is. There's not a secret about it. There's no way I could whisper if I wanted to. I will squeal, if you want to call it that. I will be a horn blower. I'll be whatever it takes. But every word that goes on in this next year, while I'm still on this board, will be said out loud to the public with nothing hidden, no hidden agendas, because I fought against it before and I will fight against it again. I'm sorry that it has come to this. I had more higher hopes than this for our 2 new board members. Mr. Bryant, I was so proud and happy for you. I can't tell you how bad. And I'm sorry that I found out that you don't have a backbone and that you follow other people. But I think you're a fine person. So, I just wanted you to know how it is. I want the press to know, I want the people to know, and I'm gonna tell as many people as I can and let them know. Gail has done a fine job. She deserves the position to finish up what she's done. And I will repeat myself, it is in no way a reflection on Lisa. It's the process and the way it was done. Everything I voted against. Thank you.
I just want to say how much I appreciate what Gail has done. Being a strong leader, as someone said to me today, because they had already heard about this, that Gail had been a strong leader, and strong leaders have to do hard things. And sometimes hard things make some people not happy. But rather than go this way or that way, I just want, as a board member and as her vice chairman, that I appreciate everything that she did for her strength and her willingness to go the extra mile, and that's how I'd like to leave it.
I have one comment, and my comment is only to explain my vote, and I guess Barbara almost took my thunder, but I have and never will vote if not necessarily for the vote that's at hand, but I will vote on the polling vote as a whole. In other words, if I don't like the way it came about, and I've always done this since day one on the board, if the vote comes across and I don't like the way it came across, no matter what the actual vote is, I'll vote against it. I won't abstain for it, I will vote against it, and I will not be voting against Lisa. It's no personal thing against Lisa at all, but my vote will be no on this simply because of the process.
Every year, the board elects new persons to serve, chair, vice chair, and secretary. And that's what we're doing. It's our annual time to do that. There's no offense to anybody. I'm sorry if you're offended, Barbara, and you feel that way. I think your reasonings for saying what you said are not as you said them. However, I thank Gail for serving. Gail taught us a lot. She's been a good leader for our board, and this is not any reflection on Gail whatsoever. That sometimes there needs to be new leadership. There are people that are interested in serving. There are people that have served this board for a number of years, and those are folks that are ready to make a step forward. So, no offense toward anybody on this board, but I believe in my heart the reason we have annual elections is to do this annually. Is for reasons that are required within our rules.
I agree with you 100%, Brian, except it's the way it was done. It's not who, it's how it was done. It was started by Dustin, it was a conspiracy, he contacted other people, and came forward. Don't shake your head no, because it is fact.
That's not a fact. I'm gonna tell you something, that's not a fact. You're making stuff up, and if you're, excuse me, if you're speaking, you need to, you're alleging that there's some sort of conspiracy. You said conspiracy, and you said, the accusation like that, you need to have dates, you need to have names, you need to have locations, and all that, because you're not gonna have them, because they don't exist.
Well, then, somebody lied about it.
Well,
I think we should, I'd like to call for the vote.
Because Lisa said.
I'd like to call for the vote.
I think Ms. Robertson's right. It's time now. I think we've been in ourselves enough in public. I would suggest to any of you that harbor any other concerns that you do take the time to share with each other ever how you wish to do it, so you can bring peace and harmony to our board for 2016. We've enjoyed great success because of the leadership provided by the school board, the superintendent's office, our principals, our teachers. Team Dorchester involves more than just the board. And we will always have Team Dorchester as long as I'm living and I'm in charge. So the bottom line is that's going to happen, and that will not stop starting tonight. It's going to get even better, and I need to have all 7 board members' commitment that they're going to support me in trying to make this the best, world-class district we can have. So if I've got your support, then you got mine. With that said, I'd like to bring this to a vote. All those in favor, for Ms. Tupper being the chairman, the motion was made and seconded. Raise your hand. All right, the vote is 5, 1 abstention, 1 no. Okay, with that done, we move to the second. Okay, I'm sorry, thank you. Can I get this? Well, I hope you're ready, because I just memorized this stuff an hour ago. I'll go.
Okay, this time, we'll be taking nominations for vice chairman.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to nominate Ms. Candy Robinson as vice chair. I'll second.
All right,
First, second for Ms. Robinson for vice chair. Do I have any discussion? All in favor? 7 in favor. Ms. Robinson. Okay, this time, the secretary is normally appointed by the chairman, but I would like to ask Mr. Farnsworth if you could just push the buttons and fulfill that role tonight, and at the next board meeting, I would appoint a secretary.